Hey, it's Mike Hambright from FlipNerd.com, and we have a quick VIP tip to share with you from Jordan Fischer, who's going to share a tip on how to create leverage out of thin air in your next real estate deal.
Hi, this is Jordan Fischer of Inspire Capital. Nice to meet you. I want to help you create leverage out of thin air. I just see too many real estate investors leaving money on the table when they're buying properties, or leaving money on the table and paying too much interest and opportunity costs when they're selling properties because they don't have leverage in a transaction. They have hope by calling the transaction. They let hope into their real estate business. They hope it sells for a certain price. They hope the inspector doesn't find things wrong with the house. They hope someone's loan's closing who buys the property. And I think the way to get around this, to remove hope from your real estate business, is to put leverage into play. And I think the way to think about that is, whatever you do, I don't care if you're buying a property or selling a property. I mean, if you broke it down into a task, what happens when you buy a property and you sell a property, and all these little tasks, there's probably 100 different things. I know you think there's 4, but honestly, if you wrote them down, there's 100 different things you do. From, if you were selling a property, it'd be from listing the property, taking calls, the price you put it at, when you have the open house, if you let people see it, at their leisure, how you counter an offer, all these things. You just have to think about, how do I put leverage into play? How do I take control in every step of that transaction, rather than just list at a price that I think is right? How do I list it at a price that I think will create leverage in the market to come to me so I have their full attention? How do when I put a time for people to go see the property, like I'm going to show it at an open house, how do I not just say Saturday 2 to 4 and every Saturday for the next month, or a certain time? How do I create a time, or create interest and create a buzz, create leverage, so everyone sees themselves there, everyone sees all the people there at the same time, and it's a feeding frenzy? How do I create havoc, I like to say it, real estate agents hate it. How do I create havoc on the other side of the transaction so everyone in the world is uncomfortable, but it's not personal? They're not upset at me. I just put leverage into play, and they're upset. So when someone says, well, Jordan, what's it going to take for my buyer to get this property? Come on, if you just tell me the number, just tell me the number. And I say, instead of me giving it, saying, hey, I think your buyer should just make the best offer you can, or I think it's this number, how do I put leverage in that? So that would be examples like, you know what, if I just say, look, it's priced ridiculously low. You can see my phone's been blowing up. You can see how many people were at the open house. You can imagine the offers we're getting. I would just do whatever your buyer's comfortable with, and go from there. And that way, I didn't make a personal statement. I just said this market is this big beast, and I'm just kind of controlling it, and you see what I see. So I'm just making you aware of really the circumstances in the market, what's happening, for you to do what's best for you. And that way, I'm putting leverage in every step without being personal. And I'll tell you, when you do that, you'll have so much more fun in your real estate business.
Thanks for joining us for another FlipNerd.com expert tip. To access hundreds of tips and full expert interviews, please visit FlipNerd.com or join us in the iTunes Store. We'd like to thank our sponsors, RealtyMogul.com and National Real Estate Insurance Group. To access the most robust social platform in existence for real estate investors, where you can find off-market wholesale deals, find great vendors to help you in your business, and learn and socialize with other real estate investors, please visit the all-new FlipNerd.com. If you're not yet a member, you can set up a free account in less than a minute. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of FlipNerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky.